Hypocrisy. We love it. 51552 is the text number to reach Ballbusters on, and you can tweet us and Facebook us on Ballbusters 2FM. We're joined in studio by our extreme ballbuster, Heather Irvine from the Outsiders magazine, and you're covered in muck. You'll have to explain that one for us.
Totally and utterly covered in muck this morning. I got up out of my bed early this morning to go and take part in the Run Amok Challenge in Kildare. I thought it was all pretty tame until about 20 minutes in, when I was challenged to get under about 4 nets and literally slide on my belly through the mud. I have mud in every single nook and cranny you could possibly imagine.
I'm actually just looking, you have some in your ear. You can just see that.
And this is, I've been hosed down here, guys, so I'm looking a lot better than I did about an hour ago.
We like it. We like the look. And Run Amok was good fun. Big attendance.
Yeah, huge attendance. There was about 2,000 people there. I was thinking, myself, a couple of friends, maybe 20 other people who are crazy enough to get up on a Saturday morning and do that kind of thing. But yeah, 2,000 people. So really good atmosphere out there today. And I think there's another one coming up in May as well. So strongly recommended.
And so basically that's kind of like an obstacle course in the mud.
You're throwing yourself over bales of hay, through tyres, down kind of trents of water, and through. It's basically like rolling around in one big mud bath for a couple of hours.
Tell us about the Outsider magazine and what sort of stuff it covers, because that'll give listeners a sort of an insight into what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, I guess, we cover pretty much everything outdoor adventure that you can think of. So we try and cover everything to suit everybody. So even if you think you're not that sporty, there's definitely something out there that'll suit you if you're want to just get out into the great outdoors and have a bit of a laugh. And that's what we're about at the end of the day. So we cover everything from kayaking, mountain biking, skiing, running, triathlon, adventure racing. The list is kind of endless. So it's a whole lot of fun.
And there's a lot of events in Ireland. Obviously, all these sports are becoming more and more successful in Ireland, and people are really going to get out there, because at the end of the day, we do live in an extraordinarily beautiful country with loads of resources, which we should all get out and enjoy more of. So all these sports you're going to cover in the magazine, and you're going to come on here on the first Saturday every month, hopefully. And tell us what's coming on in the month. Now let's start with March. What else is happening in March?
March, a couple of really cool events coming up in March. Next weekend, one of the most exciting ones, Biking Blitz down in Dorora in County Galway. There's been 2 legs to this race already. Mountain biking, you might think you've had to be on a mountain bike before. Absolutely not. Even if it's your first time, your kids can head out. It's one for all the family. Brilliant. So that's down in Galway, and they're going to have a huge airbag. So for those real adrenaline junkies out there, you can literally throw yourself off a ramp on a mountain bike into a giant airbag. I don't know who that appeals to. It appeals to me.
Me. I want to go.
Definitely appeals to me.
With the bike.
So with the bike. You stay on the bike. I know.
Yeah. Well, you can let the bike go if you're confident enough that you can place it away from your body, I suppose. You have to see the ramp.
You'll see the real pros down there, and they'll be doing every trick under the sun, but they'll also be complete novices just there for a bit of a laugh and to do something completely different at the end of the day. And as I say, suitable from everyone from a beginner to a pro mountain biker. So
I'm a bit worried about the event on the same date, the 27th of March in Carlingford. Obviously, we've had a lot of complaints from owls and owlish listeners today.
I don't think we've had any complaints from owls. I think, in fact, the owl community has been fully supportive of us.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had a single complaint from an owl. Yes.
But I can assure you, no leprechauns are going to be harmed in the event on the 27th of March in Carlingford.
It's the National Leprechaun Hunt in Carlingford.
Indeed, and another one for all the family. Bit of a random one. I don't think there's another event like this around the country.
I imagine not.
No, I don't think so. But all 50 of Ireland's leprechauns are going to be out there hiding. So they'll all have a little value on their foot, and you can just run around a field, find as many leprechauns as you can, and rack up as many points as you can. So it should be a bit of a laugh. It's kicking off at 1:30 in the square in Carlingford on the 27th. So one to watch, definitely.
What about the Nar Valley Cumra Mountains Bog Trot?
It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it, Andrew?
It is. It is a bit of a mouthful. It's a marathon hill walk, 25k.
Yeah, 25k. Bit of a steep climb at places, but this is kind of a mountain range that's a little overlooked. People are not actually that familiar with it. Down in County Waterford, it's absolutely stunning. It is scenery, nothing like it. So basically you start on the eastern side of the mountains and you finish up in Ballymacarbie, where you'll definitely get a good pint of Guinness, as a good reward for all of your hard efforts throughout the day, or 2 or 4, as many as you like, really.
Now, Westport, one of our favourite adventure spots, triathlon training weekend, March the 25th in Knockranny.
Yeah, well, we're getting into kind of triathlon season now. This is a really good weekend that's been set up for those who kind of aren't, maybe not that serious into triathlon, but are kind of trying to dip their foot into the area. So it combines definitely fun with fitness. Really gorgeous hotel down in Knockranny, and basically it just helps you get your swim, run, cycle technique up.
And you're doing that at the moment, aren't you? You're beginning to train for it. How do you find it?
I love it. I really love it. I did my first Olympic distance there last year. Had done very little training for it, but we kind of ambled around the course. That's our motto, is just to get round and have a laugh.
What's
at the end
the
of
Olympic
the day.
distance?
Olympic distance is a 1,500 metre swim, 43k bike and a 10k run.
Right.
So it's tough enough, but it's all
the swim is the most difficult bit for me to get my head around, but how your transitions, the transition is between, I think it's a great sport, and it is a very inclusive sport.
Yeah, it's brilliant, and the training weekends are a good way, and then you get a nice slap up meal as well at the end of the day, so at least it's not too serious there, and you can meet other people who are trying to get involved as well.
And in February, of course, you did loads of things for Outsider magazine, high ropes. What else did you do?
It was action packed in February. I went down and did I'd never been on high ropes before. It's like a giant playground in the sky with kind of moving logs and rope ladders and trapezes and everything like that, 40 feet in the air. They also, this company called Extreme.ie, they've got, I think, 3 places: Carton House, one down in Wicklow and one up in Balbriggan. They've got the longest zip wire in the country, so you literally fling yourself off a platform for 200 feet. It'll leave you laughing until your belly hurts. It's brilliant crack.
Me and Dermot and I did one down in Westport in the Killery Adventure Centre last year. And we loved it. And fair play to Dermot, he's afraid of heights, but that didn't stop him getting up there, did it? Oh no. He was up and he was down. He enjoyed it as well.
Brings out a bit of healthy competition as well, which is always good.
It does. It gets the blood racing for sure.
Exactly.
And plenty of others. The indoor ski slopes in Sandyford, and
I know.
There's loads of other things. You're on the mountain bike, and you're heading to Kerry next week. What's that for?
Kerry, basically, someone is mad enough to let me go away for 4 days and learn how to lead a climb in those 4 days. So basically, by the end of 4 days, I will be leading the first person up the side of a cliff in Kerry, on Coastal Cliff as well. Little apprehensive, but I think it's going to be a really good new challenge. It's always good. Ireland's got so much, you just don't even realise it's there. So that's what it's all about, really, going out, trying new things, and sure.
I hope the people you're leading aren't listening to this, they'll be more worried after.
She's next door.
Anyway, listen, well done. Thank you for coming in to us, Heather. And if you want more details on that, Outsider magazine,
exactly,
all of the magazines, all of the pictures, and all of the details are there. And hopefully you can come into us